Hello everyone, and welcome back to the third episode of The Cat Lady. I'm recording this kind of late because I have had a migraine all day. I don't typically get headaches, but when I do, they're pretty debilitating, so I'm feeling better now, so we're gonna go ahead and get started because I have to work tomorrow and I'm running low on time. Alright, I believe we're playing as Teacup. Susan's trusty cat, her favorite cat. Needs some momentum. Oh, come on, Teacup. Poor Susan. Is that a cat? Below me?
Hey there, gorgeous. I see my old lady brought the bleach again. What a shame. I really liked your eyes. It could have been a start of something very exciting for us, if you know what I mean. She does that every single time. What do they call it? Trust issues, that's it. Well, never mind. Plenty more fish in the sea. I'm not too fussy, but even I have some standards. Ain't gonna touch a bird like you, I gotta be honest, girl. You look like shit. But I wouldn't want you to think I'm not a kind man.
You ain't much of a looker yourself, buddy.
Plenty of time until dinner, and you're in pain, so I've brought something to end your suffering. Think of it as an option. I've got this gun here. It's one of my favourites. There's just one bullet in the chamber. Large caliber. You'd be long dead before you'd feel any pain. Sounds good, doesn't it? I mean, it's just an idea, you know, no pressure. Ah, of course. You can't see it. That bleach turns your eyes to nothing but jelly. So I'll just leave it for you here. Feel free to use it. That bullet's meant for you anyway.
That's reassuring, thanks.
I better go now. We won't want to get caught red-handed again, would we? You naughty minx. What was that? You can't reach it? Well, what did you expect? Life's a real fucker sometimes.
Ooh, I'm gonna kill him so good. Oh. Hello. Didn't see me. What's my motivation here? Oh, I need to go past him when he's looking down, I think. Yeah. Hmm.
What? Who's this? My eyes. I can't see a thing. That bitch. A key? Who are you? Say something. Anything. I should be able to unlock the handcuffs now.
Oh, I'm up and walking around.
The gun. That idiot left his gun.
Did you not hear his whole speech?
No! No! I dropped it. Where is it? Where the hell is it?
Oh, Susan. Susan, you had one job.
I've got it. I'm sorry, Mitzi. I have to break my promise.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Hope you don't mind creepy posters.
It's your room. You can do what you like with it. But I definitely prefer this to fairies, rainbows, and pink unicorns. Did you make these?
No. My boyfriend made them. Some of them, anyway. So, Miss Ashworth, I happen to have a bottle of wine in my bag. I was going to leave it to Robert, but I forgot all about it.
Robert?
The guy with the rats?
Oh, yes. Of course.
So, shall we have a drink, then? We could get to know each other a bit more. I know, I promised I won't get in the way. And, I mean, you don't have to if you don't feel like it. But since we're going to live together for a little while, it won't hurt if we talk to each other, will it?
Yeah, that's okay, I guess.
Great! I'll bring the wine.
I don't want to bring up her cancer.
It's one of those bottles with a cork. Have you got a bottle opener, Miss Ashworth?
In the kitchen. I'll go get it, shall I?
Yes, please.
Oh,
And while you're there, could you get a couple of glasses, too?
she asked if she was disturbed by her posters, but has she not seen the paintings that she has up, like, in her room, around her bed? They're pretty similar. She reminds me of myself. Yeah, I know, she reminds me of you as well. When I was younger. I'm not sure if I can fully trust her, but so far she seems genuine. Maybe I'll give her a chance. You need a friend, Susan. Everyone needs a friend.
Have you found that corkscrew yet? We also need some wine glasses.
Can't always do it all by yourself. No matter how strong you think you are. wrong room. Yeah, see that? Look at the picture, like, right as you're walking in. That's terrifying.
Have you found that corkscrew yet? We also need some wine glasses.
I found some wine glasses.
Great. Now all we need is a corkscrew.
There you go. Let's get that bottle open.
All right. That's all we need. Oh, and Miss Ashworth, I really must say this before we start.
Yeah?
I promise I won't cut your throat when you're asleep.
Very funny, Mitzi.
Oh, no, I mean it.
That's fine. But just so you know, I always sleep with my eyes open.
Oh, the big C want to talk about it right out the gate, huh?
Oh, it's not raining anymore.
Oh well, I don't mind rain. Sometimes I even like it. But according to weather forecast, there's a nasty fog coming. Now that I'm actually scared of. I got lost in a fog once, when I was just 9 or 10. I remember I sat under a tree crying, thinking some monster would appear right in front of me and drag me away.
But now that you're a big girl, you know there are no monsters.
Yeah? How do you know?
The only monsters are us. Murderers, rapists, arsonists. They're the real beasts. So far from humanity, they're no longer capable of feeling compassion or guilt. They're the ones we should really be afraid of. But whether they're lurking in the woods or fog or the darkness of our cellars, it's all irrelevant. You can't predict what happens. You can't do anything to stop it. There is only one way. You turn into a beast yourself, and like them, you show no mercy.
Whoa! Where did that come from, Miss Ashworth?
I just don't like murderers. They're nothing but parasites.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So, the big C. Want to talk about it?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really want to tell you about it like that. I put you in a very difficult position, I know. It's just that I was really desperate to get this room. I hope you can understand. This is the last and most important thing I must do before my time is up.
It's fine. You seem alright. It's just... I find it hard to trust people these days. Maybe it's time I opened my eyes to see others have problems too. Some, like yourself, even bigger than mine. What kind of cancer is it? Do you mind me asking?
Brain tumor. Her name is glioblastoma.
Huh.
Yep, they're all girls, the way I imagine it. Just look at their names. Lymphoma, melanoma, myeloma, leukemia, sarcoma. Each of them a fucking goddess of death. Beautiful and ruthless.
You might just be right about that, Mitzi. I used to be a nurse. I know a few things about cancer. And I know glioblastoma. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, and yet she gets to be the prom queen before night ends, while I disappear down the back exit.
How long?
They said I had a year. But that was 6 months ago, so... yeah. Not awfully long.
Is there anything...
They've tried.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So am I. Do you want to talk about something else?
How are you planning to find this guy?
I don't know yet. A bit of detective work, perhaps. It shouldn't be that hard, really. There are only 8 apartments here. One is yours. That leaves us with 7. I was hoping that you could give me a hand, actually. You know some of your neighbors, don't you?
Not many. I never really cared about them. They changed over the years, too. You probably also figured by now that this is not the sort of place where new neighbors are greeted with a freshly baked cake. You see a new face, you give them a blank stare as you pass them in the hall, and you forget about them a minute later.
That bad, eh?
Well, there's that bald guy who lives above me in flat 5. He came here recently to shout in my face. He's a nasty piece of work, but I really don't think he's the person you're looking for.
What does he do for a living?
I think he's a train driver.
I can't imagine somehow that my guy would be a train driver. Okay, that's good. Leaves us with just 6. Anyone else you know?
I'd have to think.
You know, maybe not tonight. Let's just talk about something else, okay? I have plenty of time. There's no need to rush this. Maybe tomorrow we could sit down together and make a plan. I could draw a simple map of the building, and with your help, mark down who lives where.
Sounds good to me, Mitzi. You mentioned a boyfriend. Tell me something about him.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about him. His name is Jack. He's dead.
Oh.
Miss Ashworth, are you sure you want to listen about my miserable life? I don't want to bring you down. These aren't happy stories.
And I'm not a happy stories kind of person. I'm sure you've noticed by now.
I guess so. Anyway, I suppose I would have had to tell you about Jack sooner or later. After all, he is the main reason I'm here. I just don't know where to start.
Start from the beginning. Tell me how you
Tell
two
me
met.
how you two met.
Oh, we knew each other for like forever. We grew up on the same street. It's funny how we seem to be made for each other. A perfect match. I always knew he was the guy for me, and I'm sure he never doubted that either. Jack was absolutely crazy about me. We thought one day we would marry, have children, be happy. I never had many friends because I had Jack. I didn't need anybody else. You know, if there's one thing I'm really grateful for in my life, it's that I got to experience this pure, perfect love. Some people go through a lifetime without knowing how it feels. I guess I've been very lucky. But all luck runs out sometimes.
Jack made those pictures on your wall. Was he an artist?
He always liked all kinds of morbid stuff, whether it was music, movies, paintings. So do I, really. We had that in common, amongst other things. People say it's depressing to listen to sad songs or watch sad films, but I never felt that way.
And yet, you are scared
I
of
am the
fog.
exact same
that's
way.
different.
Sad music is
I might be
actually
scared of
my
fog,
happy music.
But I like spiders. They're beautiful.
You must be out of your mind, Mitzi.
No, honestly, there is a certain indescribable beauty in sadness. Just like there's beauty in the grey and ugly winter morning when you look past the obvious and notice what others can't see.
You must love my apartment then. It's like Ugly took a vacation here and never went home again.
Perfect example, the 1975 has a song called I Always Wanna Die Sometimes, and I could listen to that song on repeat. It is the most beautiful song I have ever heard in my life.
How did he take the news about your cancer?
He thought I was joking at first. He laughed. And he got really angry. I swore to him I was serious, but he still wouldn't believe me. We had a big fight that night. It was our first and only fight. But it was awful. He smashed some stuff. His guitar, of all things, was the worst. He loved that guitar. Why did he break it? He was absolutely furious. He walked out on me that night, and when he came back the next day, he was different. Begged me to try surgery and chemotherapy. I didn't really want those things, but I did the chemo for him. It didn't help. It just made me feel sick all the time. I felt trapped in this strange place where nothing that happened around me seemed real. Maybe that's why I didn't see what my cancer was doing to Jack, and it was destroying him as well. He changed. He became obsessed with death. It seemed death was all he ever thought about, even though it was me, not him, who was supposed to die.
How did he die? How did Jack die?
It was so distant the last few weeks before he died. What I didn't know was that he kept looking for something. I don't think he even knew what exactly. But it eventually found him. Or rather, he found him. There are those forums online, you know, about all sorts of stuff. Fishing, computer games, horses, gambling, addictions, everything really. Accidentally, Jack stumbled upon one about suicide. There's a guy there, calls himself the Eye of Adam. He's a fucking god on that forum. It's like a failed suicide club. People mostly try to help each other and offer support. Sometimes it just helps to know there are others like you, to listen to their stories and how they cope with their lives. But the Eye of Adam is an advocate of death. He dwells on human weakness. His job is to plant an idea, to give them a reason to die and tell them how to do it, once and for good. Jack took the bait. Before he knew, he was completely brainwashed. One day he sat down with me and tried to explain his perfect solution. It was the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. We were both to die together in each other's arms. It was supposed to be a quick and foolproof death. There was no chance we would have been saved, all thanks to the Eye of Adam, who created a tool for perfect suicide. He told me it was very simple. All we needed were 2 easily accessible household chemicals, which combined together create a gas called hydrogen sulfide that kills you within a couple of minutes. I told him he was fucking nuts, of course, but he just wouldn't give up. He reasoned with me, then he begged, and eventually just kept screaming at me. I figured it was his crazy idea of a modern romance, but it was downright tacky and just wrong. Finally, he said he would get everything ready and wait for me in our special place at dawn, 5 in the morning. Don't be late. Those were his last words he said to me. Then he stormed out. I cried for hours, thinking I didn't deserve all that from the person I loved most in the whole world. A few times I even tried to persuade myself that maybe he was right and I should do it. But I just couldn't. I eventually fell asleep. I didn't plan it. My head was killing me. I was so tired. I woke up suddenly. I could see the sun rising out my window. It was nearly 5. In utter panic, I threw myself off the bed and ran out the door. I needed to stop him. I needed to get there before it was too late. But right there in my bedroom, before I even left, I already knew it was. When I arrived at our special place, it was already bright. We used to go there in the past, drink wine, sometimes smoke weed and listen to Pink Floyd, sometimes make love in Jack's car. There wasn't really anything special about that old parking lot. But to us there was. It was completely abandoned. It was quiet. It was safe. After that day, I've never gone there again.
there were signs on the car windows.
Warning signs, yeah. I found on that forum that the Eye of Adam doesn't want any accidental deaths. So we posted this poster design for people to print. It turns out there's a whole sick ideology behind it. Fumes from the car could hurt anyone who opens the door, and that's not the point. The idea is to die willingly and with clear mind, to prepare for it, to embrace it.
Jesus. You'd think the police would investigate the whole thing. Sounds almost like a sect.
This guy knows how to hide. The police can't be bothered to make an effort. It took me 3 months to track him down. Now I'm finally so close. I can almost smell that fucker.
How strong is that gas?
Extremely deadly, it turns out. It kills in minutes. It's that stinky stuff that smells like rotten eggs, you know? At high concentrations, it can knock down an elephant.
I'm so sorry. I think now I understand. He loved you so much, he couldn't bear the thought of living without you. And that guy, the Eye of Adam. I'm not surprised you want to find him. I know I would. I'm not sure if I should believe that you only want to talk to him. But hey, that's none of my business. I wouldn't know what I'd do if this happened to me.
Good to know, but I really just want to talk. I want to face Jack's killer and tell him what he's done to me. You know, the funny part is that he actually told me where he lives. He wants to meet me. Would you believe that?
How come?
Well, this kind of thing he does is called trolling on the internet. It's usually a form of extreme bullying and psychological cruelty. Those who are clever enough say, don't feed the troll. Don't talk to them. It only makes it worse if you show any interest in them at all. And Eye of Adam is no exception. He craves attention. He's a hungry troll who wants to devour as many hearts as he can get a hold of. I emailed him and told him I was a massive fan who loves his work. He wouldn't believe me at first. But trolls are always hungry, and I was prepared to serve him a meal fit for a king.
What do you mean?
I fed him so much bullshit that he really believed I'm a suicide preacher just like him.
Great. I wish he'd given you his door number, though.
It's all a part of some sick game he's playing. Sooner or later, I'll find him.
What are those two chemical products?
Well, I'm not sure if you want to know that.
I get it. You don't want to tell me because I'm a fucking suicidal maniac. Is that it?
No, Miss Ashworth. No, I didn't mean it like that. Okay. Maybe to some extent. Just replace maniac with victim and fucking with recovering. You've only just come back from the hospital. Whatever it was that made you do it, you proved you are capable of going through with it. I don't know you long enough to tell you if you're completely over it now. And the last thing I want is to give you stupid ideas. It would be just like what the Eye of Adam does. I would never forgive myself if anything happened to you because of me. I mean, how could I?
Okay, but like, what if I could use that against one of the parasites in the future?
Those who want to die will always find a way to do it.
I'd really like to believe you, Miss Ashworth. But I will need you to promise me that you will never try this method.
All right. I can promise you that I will never try this method. Or any other method, for that matter. Been there, done that. Didn't enjoy it much. Do you believe me now?
Yeah, I think I do. Good. I'm glad you said that, you know. The recipe for this deadly cocktail is very simple. Any good housewife can make it in a blast.
My bag? I didn't go back and make a sacrifice? Strange noise is coming from the other side of the door. Ooh, we sleeping. It's an empty bucket. Collecting guns must be his little passion. If only I could reach one of them. They're all right next to him. He'll wake up for sure. He's fast asleep. Maybe he's drunk or on drugs. Regardless of that, I have no chance in a fight with this guy. He's fast and strong and insane. But he's not the sharpest tool in the box. I will have to use my wits to get rid of him. This must be his private room. He sits here all day playing with his guns while ugly Betty upstairs cooks his food. What a charming couple. There's a cold draft coming through the broken window. Can I touch him? I want to do that. It's what they use for catching cats. I thought these grabbers were banned some time ago. Were they? They don't make them like this anymore. It's old like everything in this house. There are cobwebs and dust all over it. All I see is the fog. I could never find my way home. Nice lamp. Nothing happens. It needs a new light bulb. I should look around. Was that me? The door opening? I'm scared. Oh, I'm outside. Okay, well let me finish looking around. Please don't be the old lady in here cooking something. Empty wine bottles. They like to drink. There's nothing like a bottle of red with your medium rare cat steak. That's fucked. This is where she cooks. Dirty pans still stink of an old cat stew. They're all terribly blunt. Could hardly function as a weapon. Damn. Slimy. I don't think she washes up very often. There's blood smeared all over it. The door is stuck, but maybe that's better. I'm not sure. I want to know what's inside. Filthy remains of many meals litter the dinner table. There's a strong stench of rotten food. A small painting of a street stall at night.
Well, well. Boxes full of bleach. I suppose I deserve a bottle. I've worked hard for it. This reminds me of something.
The first thing you need is a strong toilet bleach. You know the kind. Not just a regular bleach, but one that makes your eyes all watery and skin itchy.
What's going on? Something is wrong, Mitzi. The cats are alarming.
That's exactly like when I found you, Miss Ashworth.
We've got to check what's going on.
Oh, I'm really sorry, but there is no way I'm going out in this fog.
Fine. I'll go on my own then.
Ooh, finally get to see the apartment. Let's start from our way up. Oh, the noise is coming. It's a communal mailbox. It holds all the tenants' mail in separately locked compartments. No mail for Susan Ashworth. Surprise, surprise. All other compartments are locked. Okay, there's nothing over there. We're going outside. Man, this place is really dingy.
Bloody fog. Can't see a thing. Someone could be getting murdered 2 feet away, and not a soul would notice. But still, it could be worse. At least it's not raining, eh? Always look on the bright side, they say, and I always do. Not a talkative type, are you? What's your name, sweetheart? Don't be such a scaredy cat, sweetheart. You're Susan, aren't you? A kind man had described to me what you look like. And what can I say? He was spot on.
What do you want?
I'm just here on a job, sweetheart. Nothing more. I had a call, you see. There's a cat problem. And apparently, some crazy cat lady keeps making it worse for everyone. A crazy cat lady called Susan, I was told. Now, you ain't gonna like it, sweetheart, but I'm taking you for a ride.
It was that bald bitch upstairs, wasn't it? I'm killing everybody. Everybody's dying. You're dying. He's dying. She's dying. There must be at least 20 bottles of bleach in the box. It was probably a nice tea towel once, a long time ago. Now it's just a dirty piece of rag. That's my dirty piece of rag. Is this where they wash? This water looks very odd, like a mixture of dirt, melted fat, and petrol. Gross. What is it doing in the bath? It's all rusted and covered in slime. The water is absolutely disgusting. The smell alone makes me retch. Examine corpse. Oh, there is a corpse in there. Alright. There's no way I'm putting my hand in that water. Besides, it seems the plug is right underneath the dead man's head. It won't let me take the key either, will it? Yeah. Okay. Black Dragon Pest Control. Did somebody take over? I don't want to be here.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
No, this is a terribly bad weapon. Okay. Oh, let me out. Oh! Was that supposed to happen? Okay, well, we don't go out into the shed. There are only bedrooms up there. I should better stick to the ground floor for now. Alright, outside we go then. Part of the wall is badly damaged. He probably... Damaged as it is, I can't quite pull the bricks out with just my fingers. Can I use the grabber? Okay, I'll use the knife instead of the grabber to pull the bricks out. Damn fog, I can't see where I'm going. Am I just walking in circles? Yeah. Took me too long to catch on. Glass on one side of the window is broken, so this is where the draft is coming through. Inside I can see my kidnappers fast asleep in the chair. I'm almost glad I was unconscious when he brought me here. Through the window I can see there's animal mess and blood everywhere. But the back door is locked. I wonder if I can find a spare key somewhere. The door is locked, but I can see he left his phone on the driver's seat. Maybe I could call for help if I get a hold of it somehow. Like breaking it with a brick? No keys in the ignition. I'll have to find another way. I hate mobile phones. I've never had one myself, but right now it might be useful. The battery is fully charged. All I have to do is dial a number. Call police, call Susan's flat, hang up. Call the police first.
Police emergency line, how can I help you?
My name is Susan Ashworth. I've been kidnapped. These people are crazy! They're going to eat me alive! I don't know what to do. Please, you've got to help me. Please.
What's your home address and postcode, ma'am?
What? It's irrelevant. I've been kidnapped. I'm not there.
I'm afraid I need your home address to confirm your identity, Miss Ashworth.
It's flat 4, 12 Helen Street, EX4422DL, okay? Now please, do something. For God's sake.
Calm down, ma'am. Who's kidnapped you?
I don't know who they are. They didn't tell me their names. No, but wait. He's an animal control guy. Drives a white van. He's got a wife. She poured bleach down my face. Bitch. They're just mad.
Bitch.
Won't stop at nothing. I'd run away, but there's this fog, and I have no idea where we are.
You have been kidnapped by a married couple, is that correct?
No, not just any married couple. Don't you understand what I'm saying? These people are fucking serial killers. There's blood and bones everywhere. I mean, some of it is cat's blood, but there's human blood too. I told you, they eat stray cats and dogs, and they eat people. They're sick. They make me sick.
Is this a case of family disturbance, ma'am?
What? No.
Did you know this married couple prior to the incident? Are you related?
Jesus, did I say anything at all that would make you think that?
Calm down, please. I'm only trying to help you, ma'am. I need to establish some facts first before a police car can be dispatched.
Look, just track this number and you'll find where I am. You can do that, yeah? They always do it on films. I bet you've got my number displayed on the screen already. Just do me a favor and send a police car, will you?
Of course, ma'am. Stay on the line. Did you witness cruelty to animals?
What?
You mentioned cat's blood. Was this married couple cruel to animals? If so, I will put you through to animal welfare services for this area. Would you prefer that, ma'am?
Are you joking? No, I would not.
Okay, please hold the line.
Hello?
Miss Ashworth, are you still there?
Yes, of course I'm still here.
according to our records, you've recently discharged yourself from the hospital. Are you currently undergoing treatment for any mental health problems?
No, it's not like that.
Miss Ashworth, please listen to me very carefully. I can connect you with the on-duty doctor at the RCW Hospital's mental health unit where you received care recently. They can help you. You just have to talk to them and explain what's on your mind.
I'm not fucking crazy. So, that's it. You're just not going to help me.
We are not qualified to provide psychiatric help, ma'am. It's best if you contact your doctors. Would you like me to give you their number in case you'd prefer to call them yourself?
Oh, don't bother. I'll take care of it myself. Thanks for nothing. Goodbye.
Oh, that spoke volumes. See if Mitzi answers. I don't even know. Oh, well, I guess she didn't come down with us, did she? So she should be safe.
No. Damn it. I can't remember my own number.
What do
I've
you
got it written
mean?
somewhere at home, but I hardly ever use it.
Okay, well. What do I do with this painting? No shot, that's actually what you use it for, to cover the draft. This should stop the draft in the cellar. Why would I need to do that for, though? Can I pour this in their soup? No. Okay. Oh, I had the grabber. I could have grabbed the key out of there with it. Oh my goodness. What do you mean? Nice. What was the key to again? Spare key. The van, right? Jesus, what a horrible stench. But what's this? It seems like this idiot does everything his creepy wifey from hell tells him to. He brought his gas mask here. I'll take it. He won't need it ever again when I'm done here. Oh, can I take this light bulb? Nice. The lamp is on. I can't see a switch for it anywhere. Woo! We have light. The books look like they haven't been touched for a long time. Maybe they've been left here by the previous owners. What's that? An old phone book. That could be useful, but I'm not sure whose number to look for. It's not like I have any friends that I could call for help. It's from 10 years ago. Still, I don't know what to look for. My number's here. Now I can call home.
Come on, Mitzi. Answer the phone.
Hello?
Oh, thank God. Finally. Mitzi, it's me. I need your help.
What's happened? Where are you, Miss Ashworth?
I've been kidnapped by some psychopaths.
I would not have her call the
What?
police again. They were
How did that
useless.
happen? You only went downstairs to check on the cats.
Look, it doesn't matter. I'll explain everything later. These people are maniacs. They're killers. It's either me or them. I have no choice. I've found some bleach. It reminded me of this gas you were talking about. I could get rid of one of them with that gas and get a hold of a gun. You said it was fairly easy.
Miss Ashworth, no, you can't.
Listen to me. This guy is a fucking murderer. He's nothing but a parasite. No one will miss him. Trust me. The police won't be coming to rescue me. And I could really do with a gun here, you know?
But
What's the other chemical, Mitzi? Tell me! Now!
okay, fine, I'll tell you. It's no rocket science. You just need some pesticide.
Pesticide? Didn't you say it is something everyone's got at home?
Well, you wouldn't use it. You live in a flat high above the ground. It's for people who own houses. Or, like, mansions. You can pick up these things at any supermarket anyway.
Fine. What do I do with it?
Just mix bleach and the pesticide together. Make sure there isn't much ventilation. And wear some protection. A gas mask or something, yeah?
Right. Bleach.
Oh, that's what the
pesticide.
painting was for. Got it.
And a gas mask. Got it?
Yep. Thanks. Okay. Thanks. Wish me luck.
Be careful, Miss Ashworth.
I'll be fine. I'm a tough old girl. This'll be like a walk in the park.
Alright, so how do we create a distraction? Is that not pesticide on the shelf there? Do I need to move both of those light bulbs? Because I still have the rag. I didn't even notice. I thought I got rid of it in my inventory. Oh. There's a sticker with the number on the base. Is that this phone number? Like to this house that we're in?
It's pointless. It must be this phone's number.
Oh, but we have a cell phone where we could call her and bring her back inside so we can go to the shed. I'm so smart. Okay, but I feel like we should call her in the kitchen, right? Because... didn't the table have some sort of... Oh! There's gotta be some place to hide. Okay. Go, 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 Susan. She looks rough. I'm still not entirely convinced that this is their house. Go, go, go. I'm so stressed. A bottle of pesticides. The label clearly states danger. Okay, and there is an empty bucket down in the cellar where the guy is sleeping, right? So I think we just need to get back to the table. Do these people not go check on the people that they're holding captive? Because I've just been wandering around forever in this house. I don't want to poison myself. I'll better get some protection first. Oh yeah. What do you mean not here? Well, that was fast. Oh, I'm coming for you, lady. Oh, where is she? Can I go upstairs now? Oh! Oh, man. Ugh, she got in that nasty water to hide to try to... Okay, I see you, lady.
What I've seen? Do you know where I've been? I've been for the broken machine.
Some flowers never bend towards the sun. Sounds like a
Miss Ashworth,
day
I
to
was worried
remember
sick about
title. Song title. Fallout
you.
Boy
Are you
title.
alright? How did you get back?
I walked.
You saw something terrible in that fog, didn't you?
I saw a monster.
Aww. I guess I deserve a long hot bath. Yes, you do.
Miss Ashworth, I need to ask you something. Can I come in?
I'm in the bath. Is it something important?
Yes, very important. The fate of the world depends on it.
You can come in if you promise you're not a lesbian.
You can come in if you promise you're not a lesbian.
A lesbian? I told you I had a boyfriend, Miss A. Both girls shouldn't get embarrassed of each other. Where do you get ideas like that?
I don't know. It seems everyone is gay these days. Now, that's okay
that's
with me. Don't
None
get me
of your
wrong.
business.
But I don't necessarily want a lesbian to stare at my boobs, if you know what I mean.
Miss A, if I want to stare at some boobs, I'll take my top off and look in the mirror.
Right. Come in then.
I'm cooking up some pancakes. What do you like on yours? We've got strawberry jam, maple syrup, and chocolate spread.
Why would you be rude to her? She's like your only friend. You guys have an understanding.
Nice. I like pancakes. I'll have one of each.
Oh no, you'll have 2 of each. I made so many that'd be enough for an army.
I don't really eat much.
That's because you haven't tried my pancakes yet.
And if you don't leave me alone now, I never will.
But really? Why?
I can smell something funny. I think your pancakes are burning. I'm so full up. Where did you learn to cook like that?
My dad taught me. He was the king of pancakes.
I'll wash up, if you like.
I can do that. I like washing up.
You do? Really?
Really. I'm a good girl. And this is my treat for you, after all. Looks like we got the rain back. I almost felt like something was missing.
Do you think it will ever stop? I mean, what if it doesn't?
Then it will rain for 1,000,000 years.
I'm not sure I get it. What's the point of that? What did you say it was called again?
For the 3rd time. Social network. Why is it so difficult to remember?
I just find the whole idea really stupid. Why would I want to tell people that I'm having a shit day?
So maybe you would feel better for sharing it with your friends.
But I don't have any friends.
No, you wouldn't with this attitude.
You, on the other hand, seem to have 274 of them? How is that even possible?
Well, what can I say? I'm very likable. Wow, that's pretty cool. So, they come every time you play the piano?
Yeah, I don't really play that often. Mostly when I feel really sad. Maybe I actually play more often than I thought.
You saddo. I know a song written just for you. Remind me to play it to you sometimes. It'll cheer you up. It's called All Flowers in Time Bend Towards the Sun.
Flowers, yeah. Of course they do.
Do you know it? It's written by Jeff Buckley. He would have been bigger than Cobain, you know.
I never heard of him.
No, he probably didn't. He drowned in Mississippi when he was only young. I've created a profile for you. Maybe now you'll learn how to use it.
What am I gonna do with it?
Just look for people you know. Invite them, talk to them. It's a good way to keep in touch. Maybe you could refresh some old friendships?
I don't know. I can't think of any names. I probably never really cared enough about anybody.
How about people you went to school with? Your old colleagues from work?
Nope. Friends. 0. At least they're right about one thing.
I'll add you later. That'll be a start. I made us some coffee. Sit down and talk to me for a moment. I'm having a bad day. Could do with some company.
Sure. Coffee sounds great.
Okay, I was trying to go in there because I wanted to show you guys that one of her posters is the first game of this series. I think it's cool. A lot of them mention
What's wrong,
the other
Mitzi?
games throughout.
Well, I'm not sure how to get started with this thing. I've been thinking about it the last few days and I just don't seem to get any good ideas. Maybe I've been a fool all along, deluding myself that I could find where that sick bastard is hiding.
Maybe I can help you. I have lots of free time, you know? Last night, I made this, well, map. I made a map. This is our building, all 4 floors. There are 2 flats on each floor.
You really want to help me? That's so great, Miss A. How will I ever pay you back for this?
I'll think about it later. But we haven't found him yet, have we?
No, but I feel that together we stand a chance. So, let's talk about it. What do we know already?
Yeah, I couldn't forget where that motherfucker
I know
lives.
that rude bald
Try to get
guy
me
lives
killed.
in flat 6. I told you about him, didn't I?
I think so. It's that guy who came complaining about the noise, right?
Right. That's Brian Palmer.
Let's mark him on the map. What else do you know about him?
Not much. Wait, I remember some woman lived there with him. I've not seen her for ages. They must have split up.
Could he be our potential suspect?
No. That jerk? Never.
Fine, I'll trust you on that. I guess we can count him out.
I'm pretty sure one of the flats is empty.
Which one?
I think it's the one on the first floor.
The odd married couple that lives next door. I'm pretty sure that is the main characters of the first game.
There's an odd married couple that lives next door.
Yeah? What do you know about them?
Well, the man is called Joe Davis. He seems nice, quiet type. But I heard him shouting a couple of times, and he sounded almost like a different person. Like a madman, you know? I gather they must have some serious relationship problems, and they're trying to sort them out behind closed doors. It's impossible to hide this personal dirt from your neighbours. I know it's none of my business, but I can't just plug my ears and pretend I don't hear what's going on there.
And the wife?
Ivy Davis. Or is it Sophie? I can't remember now. Anyway, she's very polite, always says hello when we pass by each other in the hall. She's one of those size 00 ladies, so skinny you could easily take her for a coat rack. A walking skeleton. I bet she only eats a leaf of lettuce a day, or nothing at all. She looks quite ill, actually.
Anything else?
They used to have a cat, Lucifer. I often wonder what happened to the poor little chap.
Replaying this game after playing Downfall and then rehearing all of that dialogue was exceptional for my brain. It's like a bunch of wires that were crossed, just...
We can cross off our flat, of course.
Yep, good. That leaves us with only 7 flats.
Also, there's an old man in flat 5, right opposite the Bryans' place. There are strange noises coming from flat 7.
Interesting. What kind of noises?
Like screaming, explosions, guns. Then there are threats and insults shouted very loudly at someone.
I think I might know what's going on there, but it's worth checking anyway. Do you know the person who lives in that flat?
No, I don't. It's the top floor. I have no business going up there. All I know is what I overheard from neighbors' gossips.
Again, I'm sorry about the music and the dialogue. There is no option in the settings to make one louder than the other. They're just... what you hear is what we get, you know?
Sometimes I hear a dog barking on floor 1.
First floor? Where you said one of the flats was empty?
Yes, which means the owner of the other flat keeps a dog. I hate dogs.
Huh, tell me about it. Noisy, smelly creatures.
Can you imagine the Eye of Adam being a dog lover?
Can't see why not.
In that case, it might be worth looking into. There's a woman with a baby living upstairs.
No husband?
I'm not sure. I hardly ever see her. When I do, it's usually in the hall, when she's pushing a pram with a baby inside. She always has tons of shopping hanging from it. I nearly asked her once if she needed help to carry it upstairs.
And?
I hesitated for a moment, and by the time I offered, she grabbed the baby and the shopping bags and marched off upstairs. Okay, I think that's all that we know at the moment.
You mentioned a pram. This reminds me, I found an old baby pram in my bedroom among all the stuff. Do you have kids, Miss Ashworth? You never talk about it.
Why do you want to know?
She's very defensive in all of her
curious.
dialogue
I
options.
like meeting new people and getting to know them. I can tell there's some dark secret you've been keeping to yourself for a long time. You might feel so much better if you share it with someone.
Okay, her husband and her kid, she does not want to talk about whatsoever.
Let's just drink our coffee, yeah?
I just really want us to be friends. I swear to God I could do with one.
I'm not very good at friendships. I thought that was rather obvious.
Friends should trust each other, you know. I told you about Jack and everything else. Why can't you just do the same?
You told me about Jack because you wanted to. I didn't force you, did I? My private stuff is nobody else's business. Why does everyone want to remind me of this all of a sudden? Isn't 10 terrible years of suffering enough to let go and never bring it up again? Even for me?
Miss Ashworth, I'm so sorry. Your mug, it was an accident.
Not my favorite mug.
You know, just leave it. I don't even care anymore. Who is it? Hang on a second. Flowers. What's that in your other hand? Go away. Leave me alone.
Alright. I think that is a good place to leave this episode. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.